What is going on, guys? We're back today. Episode number 2 of our Buffalo Sabres franchise mode. We did go ahead and got a little antsy and checked the trade block, but we went ahead and refixed everything. For whatever reason, it decided that it wanted to go out there and use the incorrect roster. Or we didn't have Jeff Skinner, which was a pretty big problem, considering he's going to be the first-line player on the Buffalo Sabres. It's looking like, at least for us, he's going to be, because we're going to put him with Eichel, we're going to put him with Reinhart. So we went ahead and got that straightened out. One problem I'm still having here, and maybe somebody else can explain this to me, but I recognize it just from the pure fact that somebody commented down below about starting Luckinen. I think that's how you say his name. Is that proper, Luckinen? Luckinen, I'm going to call him Luckinen, and he's not even on our team, right? Like, if I went to goalies, I look here. He's not here. Now, he's 19, so I didn't know if that had something to do with it. I can't believe I don't know the answer to that. Is there a restriction on how old you have to be to play in the AHL? I swear I've seen him there before, but the weird thing is if I go to, like, view contracts, he's sitting there. And if I go to goalies, and I go to the AHL and the system, he's right here. But he's not playable. Injuries are off. It doesn't make sense to me, but the only reason I'm worried about it is I guess it's not a big hurry right now. I can, figure it out later, I guess, but I just wanted to... The fact that since he did have that better potential than our other two goalies did, we could have went ahead and threw him in some AHL games to get his potential or his overall up a little bit. But it's not really an option. So, I don't know. Somebody said they did it last year, though. If you did it last year, you would be able to do it this year, right? Unless you waited a couple years. Maybe we have to wait a year and play him? I don't know. I have the slightest clue of why I can't play him. I've never ran into that problem before, quite honestly. Regardless, the sense that you guys was giving me, and I was kind of in the same boat, to be honest, to an extent, was, he was like, passively aggressively, like, let's go ahead and play out the season / rebuild type year. Kind of have a, shall we say, play out the season. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't go well, maybe do a little bit of selling if you have to at the trade deadline. But don't sell out right away, because there's a pretty solid team built right around here in the first place with Middlestat, with Eichel, Reinhart. We do have a pretty solid team where we can play, maybe play 30, 40 games, and then if it's not going too hot, update that trade block, see if we can move a guy or two. Couple guys who we may want to move. How much is Okpozo's contract? Can I look at that from here? He's $6 million a year, so that's an expensive one. 5 years remaining too. That's the one you don't really want to eat up. I know somebody told me to trade him right away. You're going to regret it, and probably will. Being that, well, I mean, he's an 83, but at the same time, $6 million a year for 5 years. We're going to be wanting to pay Eichel some money. We want to pay Reinhardt some money. You will be regretting that down the road when he's clearly regressing down to like an 80, 79, 78, and so forth, still paying him $6 million. So I can understand why they said mention him on a trade block. Maybe that's a guy we go out there, and if we're not doing too hot, 40 games in the season, we go out there and throw him on a trade block. Connor Shear, I don't know what we're paying him. I guess I could have went to the contract screen to check this out. Let's be a little bit more proactive here. How about that? I was just at the contract screen, too. Can we filter by... No, we're going to filter by potential. That's just what I came here for. If I filter, can I do this? Who in the heck? I realized Jack, I got a contract extension. When did that happen? Where have I been? Ristolainen's got 5 mil. That's it, though. Ain't anybody too... Well, never mind. I tried filter, and it didn't happen. Filter? The sort button? Thank you. Got it. Okpozo, Skinner, Pominville. I don't really think we should be paying Pominville 5.6 a year either, but he's done after this year, so that's a good price for him. I mean, it's only 1 year. I can get over it. Nobody else is really ridiculously priced as far as I'm concerned. We're playing Berglund, but he's a third liner. Shuri's not too bad. Boyu is 2.4 mil. We're going to sign him at the end of the season, so we should be alright there. I did re-update the scouts. Well, I didn't really update it. I just put it back to where he was from start to updating it and firing 2 guys and adding 2 more. I guess we could fire a couple more at some point in time as well. Like I said, you guys didn't really touch up on that. You didn't really tell me not to do it. You didn't tell me really to do it. As far as free agents are concerned, there really isn't to be out there and reach for anybody. I wouldn't really say there's anybody fantastic. I was saying Winnick's an 83, but he's not fully scouted, so that could be wrong. Camilleri's an 81. Most of our guys, we're going to throw, he's going to be a bottom 6 forward at 81. He wants, I mean, he doesn't want a lot. Is that what he wants, 1.7 or 1.25? Yeah, somewhere around there. To throw him in there, I have to see what the rest of our lines look like real quick. Because the one thing I don't want to do, and the reason, like, a lot of our lower overalls is our younger guys. But you don't really want to take your younger guys out of the lineup for, like, an overall 0.2 or higher. Just because, right? So, it's Boca, 81 overall, age 31. Like, Tage Thompson. I didn't really want to take him out because he's 20. I'm going to do throw him in the 4th line. It's just going to hurt him a little bit more. He's got that top 6 potential. And then Pominville at 80, Berglund around an 80. We really can't. Gergensen's Wilson. Maybe Wilson? Wilson's 26. He's got that top 9 potential, but he's already 26. He's a depth forward right now. They don't really want him. Maybe if we get rid of Wilson and sign Camilleri. Is Camilleri a left wing or a right wing? I'm sure he can play either side. It's, you know, he wants a job, quite frankly. We just would like to play some hockey. I'll play anywhere. I'll play center. I'll play defense. Anywhere you want, coach. Wrong screen. The free agents we go. Camilleri. Let's go back to Camilleri. So for an 81, Camilleri's probably close to an 81. I don't know how he feels about being a fourth liner. Let's offer him a contract. What's the worst that can happen? He only wants 1.3 mil. Put him up for a year. I'm currently considering my options. Thanks. Appreciate it, boss. All right, let's get some games going. Get the big, bad games going. Actually, we still have to see if our scouts accept their offers. Now they bring it up because I never simmed up a couple games to find out. Regardless, though, I'm sure they'll accept. They'll approve. I know they're feeling it. Salary cap measures. We already seen that earlier. I'm willing to accept your offer. Thanks, pal. Got us a Russian scout. I don't even think he was Russia. He might have been Russian. Like, his name's Russian. Mike Camilleri accepted our offer. Perfect. Go back there and edit that real quick. Maybe we won't go on a 2-game losing streak to start the season. Camilleri is going to provide that goal-scoring ability. Right now, we don't really have power forwards. Sort of, kind of known for goal-scoring in this game. He's got decent goal-scoring stats. Camilleri's got some... Oh, wow. His goal-scoring stats just ain't as good as they once was. I guess he's kind of fragile these days. They both kind of hold that third-line role. Except Saboka wants to be a top-9 forward. I think we'll leave it like that just for now. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, we can swap him up, try something different. Right now, though, putting Camilleri on that fourth line, he should be happy to play. He hasn't played all season. He didn't have a team to play for. You know why? Nobody wants to sign him because he can't stay healthy. Been interesting to see how he would have done if he could have stayed healthy a little bit longer. He's so fragile. He got injured all the time, it seemed like. Let's get going now. I'm ready for a few W's. In the regular season, though. I'd like to win in the post or preseason, too, though. That'd be nice. Feel a little bit better about the team if we could win in the preseason. Apparently not. Players on waivers. Well aware. Thank you, coach. There we go. Starting the season 1-0. 1-1. All right. All right. Vegas. Taking care of Vegas. Okay. Starting the season 3-1. Hot start, and we had to lose to Arizona. Arizona's going to be tough this year. Lost the next one to Vegas. Do we get all of our Vegas games out of the way in the first week of the season? Pretty sure you only played the opposite conference twice for the most part, right? Do you rarely play them a third time? I don't think so. I think it's always twice. One home and one away. It's weird to see that taken care of all in the same week. Go to the West Coast, come right back and play the East Coast at home. Oh, you played the West Coast at home, then you went to the East Coast, or then you went to the West Coast. I'll get it right. We're 5-4 on the season. Not the hottest start, not the worst start. Average start. It's alright. We gotta get our feet going, right? We got some young guys that gotta get used to playing. They ain't played all season. They ain't played ever. They're pretty young. I mean, I wouldn't say ever, but they, you know, they don't play a lot. 7-5, 8-6. Not a terrible start. I'd like to see a few more wins, not losses. Montreal, what are you doing? Shutting us down. Carey Price is coming back. Okay, we got a trade offer. All right, Sabres and you want my 4th-round pick for Nashville's 3rd, and you want Wilson. Is Wilson a guy you just sent down? Or is he our 4th liner? I want to view the trade real quick. Let's take a look. That was a fancy-looking trade screen they got there. Where did I see Wilson? I like that you can just click on this. He had to be, yeah, as a depth forward. Top 9. 76 overall, though. That 3rd-round pick, though. That's not going to be a good 3rd-round pick. Can I get rid of the 4th-rounder? Will you take that? Should I do that? Guy's far from dominating the team. He's done to 78 already. Let's try it. Trade rejected. They didn't want it. Alright, that's fine. I'm out of here. Bye. See ya. Why did that trade block here? What are we in November? By the end of November, we'll start to get a decent taste of how the team's doing. 9-8, 10-9. I think we're getting a pretty good taste of it right now. We're going to be about a 500 team, unless we rack up some big win streak here real quickly. It's not looking like a promising season. The goaltending. I've seen some guys, you know, he's like, oh, edit Carter Hutton's overall. And I completely agree that he's a lot better goalie than EA gave him the overall for. But at the end of the day, he's been a backup, right? So I couldn't really be like, glorify, let's give these guys high overalls. And I didn't bring that up either, did I? I did edit Eichel and Darlene's potentials. I made them both franchise mediums because I think we could all agree that there's no reason Darlene shouldn't have been a franchise potential. I kind of blew my mind at it. It was, you know, especially when you look at some of the other guys that are elite and you're like, how's he in the same category? This guy's been one of those hyped up defensemen in the draft in how many years? Definitely deserves that franchise potential, but I didn't edit Carter Hutton's stats like I was saying because he was a backup goalie at the end of the day for the longest time. Let's finish out this month, see how we do. Like I said, looks like we're about 500. We might have to try to do some selling if we can. Not a lot of selling. Maybe position is better for the future. Like I said, Okposo might not be a bad one to try selling because he is getting older and he's got a pretty hefty contract. Yeah, we're not going too far, though. It is not looking too hot. We're 18, 18, and 2. Heading into the new year. See how the team's performing. Eichel's doing all right. That's good to see. 32 points. I always go to this team. Oh, it actually worked that time. Okay. Eichel's got 32 points, which is nice to see. Reinhardt's going up there with him. Jeff Skinner's got 30 points. Nice to see our first line is producing. They even have a positive plus-minus. Middlestat is struggling, clearly. 19 points in 38 games ain't terrible for the second line, but that plus-minus just is not where we want it to be. How's he doing in the dot? Most younger guys don't do too hot in the dot. Do we get face-off stats? 47% isn't terrible. I can live with that. Okposo, not quite carrying him the way we'd like him to. He's only got 18 points. What's his overall? It's still 83 perfect. Second line forward potential. Middlestat is still rocking at 79. Thompson, 16 points. 12 points out of Saboka. Who's struggling the most? Oh, man, a minus 20 and a Darlene. He can't handle it, really. He's up to an 83 overall, but he just can't handle it. We got to leave him out there. He's growing, to be fair. I mean, we're not going to just bench Darlene. He's struggling on a second line now. A little bit surprised about that. He's young. I guess he's going to make mistakes. Bogosian. Maybe it's Bogosian. Is Bogosian when he's playing with? I don't remember now. I think it is. Blame it on Bogosian. He's got 2 points all season. He can't help it. As far as our AHL is going, Larson's got 25 points. 22 out of Bailey. Nylander only 17 points. That's who we're hoping to see do better. And he's only got 17 points. That's rough. I keep backing out when I check the goalie stats. You're not going to find it backing out, pal. Goalie stats... Take a look. Wedgwood is 9 and 8. 921 save percentage then. They ain't doing too bad. Those are NHL guys. 930 out of Hutton. Hutton's having a great season. He's 13 and 8. Our backup's killing us. Why is our backup playing so much? I gotta turn auto-rotate goalies off or something. There is no reason Omar should have 16 games. He is not our starting goalie. I don't think you can you? Where you turn down how much they auto-rotate goalies without just turning off auto-rotate goalies? I don't want to have to switch it every 5 games, but man, he's got to play way less than he is. 16 games already, that should be what he's playing all season. I'm going to turn auto-rotate goalies off. We'll see what happens. We'll play 1 more month, see if our team can turn it around. If our team can't turn it around, then we're definitely going to have to mess with that trade block a little bit. But to think he's out there 5 and 10, sub 900, and they're playing in that many games is crazy. It's blowing my mind a little bit there. I don't know what else to do. I'm definitely not stopping every other game to update the roster or to update the goal. I can tell you that much. Lost that one 5-4. I had to talk good about you, and you give up 10 goals in 2 games, pal. It was overtime losses at least. Another overtime loss. We're picking up the points. We just got to look for the positives, right, man? We are getting trucked on 4 goals, 3-1, 2-1. A little bit better of a bounce back there. Giving up a lot of goals. Even Carter Hutton is without rotating the goalies. We are 22 and 21 and 5. Central Scouts are calling. Not too worried about you, pal. Whole week off. Every team gets that still, right? The whole, is it 5 days, 7 days? What is that? Some sort of break. Here's a trade. Sam Wilson for a 6th and a 4th. We're not using him. I'll stockpile the draft picks all day if we're not going to use a player. Am I right? Are we ever going to find room for him? He's 26 years old. We're not playing him. How long does his contract got left on it? He's got 2 years at $1 million. I feel like we can find somebody else, but when are we ever going to use a 4th and a 6th round pick? They're pretty irrelevant, right? So is he. We haven't used him all season. Let's get rid of him. See you later, pal. Nice knowing you. It looks like putting Carter Hutton in every night is not really affecting us. We're still a 500 team barely. Minnesota's only a 500 team. A little bit surprised to see that one. Yeah, 23 and 24. Just not going to do it. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can put somebody on a trade block. Like I said, look to the future now at this point. Eichel's still doing solid, but everybody else, we're not clicking. We're too young still. We do not want to put a draft pick on the block yet. I do not know who told you that. Man, look at that trade value. Oh, man. I like it. Nylander's got some decent trade value. What are we going to put? Okposo on the block. Jeff Skinner's only 26. I like it. And should we put Carter Hutton on the block? How old is Carter Hutton? What do we got? We really don't have a backup goalie, though. But he's 33 years old. What good's he going to do us? He's just going to get worse. Am I right? That's risky. I can put these guys on a block, and you can tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong before the next video, I guess. And we can do it that way. But maybe it's because Lukanen's still in the CHL, but why can't I call him up to the AHL? I don't know. I'm not going to argue it. Whatever. Maybe it's because I started the season that way. Nobody wants that Matt Molson contract. What a surprise there, huh? I think we'll leave it at that. We'll put Okposo, we'll put Hutton, we'll put Molson. What do we want? Everything. Please. Please give us everything. They got it marked for just about everything. I like it. All right, so there's our trade block. That is looking great. How's the league looking in general? Hopefully the Blue Jackets are doing good. Is that all we really came for? Oh, they're doing good, all right. 72 points. Blue Jackets and Hurricanes both have 72. Who would have seen that one coming? Montreal's leading the league leading the Atlantic, followed by the Leafs, followed by the Lightning, Bruins, Senators. Here we are, clued down here by the Red Wings. Perfect. Are we allowed to tank in franchise mode? We're struggling now. I'm going to need the answer to that question. Can I put our backup goalie, put some young goalies in, do a little tanking? Or you got to get a good draft pick. Do you not? Buffalo, Washington, Flyers, Carolina. Who's missing? Islanders, Rangers, and Devils. Not a big surprise there. Winnipeg, Blues, Predators, Dallas. Another tight one between the Stars and Avalanche going on at the moment. Atlantic is not the division I'm looking for. Pacific is Edmonton, Vegas, LA, Anaheim, a wild card team. It's looking like it. Arizona putting up a good fight. 57 points right now. A lot of season to be played. Just under 30 games. See how these bad boys do. Like I said, can we tank? Are you guys against tanking? Is that allowed? Just straight tank the rest of the season. I think we can do it. We got to be sellers at this point, though, all right? Let me know what you guys are thinking. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.